all person. Me will say they should go and kill Igbos. And you believe that. And you listen to that kind of story. Even if you want to hate me, I will not allow hip hop. If you like, hate me, kill me. I prefer to die than to allow hip hop to exist here. Because enough is enough. I will not allow that. My party chairman is from Oyigbo. Look at him here. So why would I want to go and destroy Oyigbo? Tell me. Of all persons, of all local government, my own, where my party chairman comes from, is where I will go and destroy it. Does it make sense? So Wike has power now to direct army, go and kill, and the army will listen to me. There's no way you won't find an Igbo person. That tells you how they're entrepreneur. That is how they move to survive. So no right-thinking person will say, you want to kill the Igbos. Kill the Igbos now, kill the business in your state.
Honestly, guys, I don't know what you make up of this this governor, Governor Wike. I don't know. He said, "Oh, if somebody tells you that Wike will do this, Wike will do that, and you believe that." I don't understand. And you are talking about IPOP. Oh, IPOP, you will never allow IPOP in this in the state. Oh, your chairman, your state chairman is from that place. How can you do such a thing? What are we talking about? You don't love the people. You say you hate them with passion. You cannot whatever. Have you people done investigation? No investigation has been done, or no investigation has been carried out. You know, just making statements, this and this and that, giving order here and there, concluding that IPOP people did that. Now see what has been happening. See what has this whole thing has caused. These guys, they make mistakes. Nobody holds them responsible, and they will come with both faces and begin to hold ground. Say if somebody had told you that Wike would tell them to go and wipe Igbo, to go and do this and that, who gave the order? They just came from nowhere. Oh, I can't give this in the same story. Sanwo-Olu is still saying in Lagos, he never ordered anybody, and the army is coming out to say, oh, he asked them to come. They were invited. So the army will just come. Wike that we know, army will just come to your state and begin to do all manner of things, and you will be quiet. No, you will not be quiet. You can't tell us you did not invite them. You can't tell them. You can't tell us you don't have the power. The same story Jide Sanwo-Olu has been telling Nigerians. Denying. At some point, when the international journalists asked him, he began to sing a different song. I don't understand why these people are like this. I don't just understand. Now you are coming and you think the army would have just come the same way they came to Lekki? They would just come to go to that place without any form of invitation from the government or from the governor. The same thing Wike is trying to tell us to believe. Things that they are supposed to do from the beginning. At the end of the day, when things have degenerated to the level that they cannot cope, they will begin to make a U-turn. No, with what he's saying now, you could even see his posture if somebody had told you. And can you even imagine the people who were even watching him? Those ones were sitting there, they were just looking. Nobody could say anything. Because they have opportunity of holding microphone or be able to speak to the people. Then people will not even ask questions. And they will think, oh, the people, they are non-entities. Whatever you say, they will just be swallowing it. And that is why Nigerians have been swallowing a lot of things from these so-called leaders. And at the end of the day, these guys, they are just ruling by fire, by force, because people don't even have choice. People do not have choice. They force their ways into governance to be able to lead people. And people have been bottling a lot of things. People have been bottling a lot of things. Talking about, oh, they burn down this, they burn down this, they burn down police stations and all of that. Irrespective of anything, because of this intimidation, they are always intimidating people. Go about intimidating people. No form of intelligence gathering, no whatever. Everybody just want to oppress. You think you are governor. As a governor, things have to go through the due process, but nothing of such. Nothing of such. We heard an account of a woman at the Lagos Judicial Panel giving her own stories. So you want to tell me that even all those stories that a woman was trying to tell us about what SARS did to him, the proper or the right quarter or the right people from the police could not even handle that case to a logical conclusion. They just left everything like that. Because if everything had been settled, this woman wouldn't have gone again to that Lagos judicial panel. So that is how they just do things anyhow. But when it comes to the remuneration, the only thing that these so-called leaders, the only area they are very, very good at is when they want to talk about their salaries, everything, all these their allowances, the remunerations, everything will be intact. That is just the only time you see them doing, up and doing. Pad budget, give themselves contracts. The issue of what is it called? NDDC. Who is hearing about that again? Magu. Who is hearing anything? Nothing. We are not hearing anything again. We are not hearing anything again. This man is trying to tell us that, oh, I did not tell them to do this. The army cannot just go and be doing what they are doing without your knowledge. Without your knowledge, it's evident. And it's very unfortunate when the incident happened in Lagos. This Lekki saga or the problem happened. The following day, Professor Wole Soyinka just came and said, oh, he has done his findings. He believes that Sanwo-Olu did not invite them. He knew nothing about it. But at the end of the day, the army came out and said, oh, he knows something about it. And he cannot even deny it. He couldn't even deny it because he was feigning ignorance that he never knew anything. And secondly, the professor just came out and said, oh, he didn't know anything about it. He found out that Sanwo-Olu never knew anything about it. The same thing Wike is not telling us. And you think people will believe you? You think people will believe you? Why is he fidgeting? Because from his look, I can see that he's fidgeting. He's afraid of something. He's really, really afraid of something. Well, Governor Wike, God will never forgive you. You are the one that sent them. You will be punished with your generation. Wike, stop pretending. For he will fetch firewood full of ants, invites lizard for a feast. Wike, God will never forgive you and your entire generation. That's how they are going to be bringing curses upon themselves. I don't just understand. Well, these people really, I just believe that the foundation of this country is really, really faulty. All of them are the same level. They do the same thing. You see now, by tomorrow now, or maybe after some time, that he will just do one thing. Oh, whether to just gladden the heart of the people, and people start praising him because they know that Nigerians have a short memory. Not that because Nigerians have short memory, because that is what we usually say. Nigerians have short memory. No, because when you don't too suffer, you don't even know what you are going to be thinking, because with what has happened in this country, what has happened recently, what has been happening. How do you even start from there is nowhere to turn to apart from God. There's nowhere to turn to. How many problems every day? Where do you start from? And that's why you see that Nigerians forget so easily. Not because they just want to. When we are just overwhelmed with problems. How do you start thinking about it and there's nowhere to go to, there's nobody to report to? How do naturally you begin to forget. They will just do some things now. Some people now say, my baby, they leave them. You don't even try. Make we just forgive her, forget and this and that. I overheard somebody was saying that the only thing we can do, the Igbos are loving people, they will forgive. They should just beg for forgiveness. You can imagine. Because at the end of the day, they forgive her now. Just end it like that. Another day again, they will do another thing. Now so we go the day. Honestly, now so we go the day. You can't be telling us I didn't know. How can you order them to go and be oh my goodness, these people they just think that Nigerians are whatever. But I think this time around everybody needs to we need to really put our thinking cap very well. We should not even be forgetting and make sure that these people will pay dearly for everything that they have done and they are still doing. They will pay for it. Well, all the madness killing must stop, IPOP or not. Is the chief officer he boasted about that. I think Wike is another clone, because I watched a video when Wike said they should kill all IPOP. Even without being told, he can't tell us that he didn't know. He didn't know that those people came. So they just came to go and hold party with them. You didn't tell them to go and you didn't tell the soldiers to go and do whatever you are being accused of. So you told them to go and marry with them. to go and form party with them, you know, or to hold church service. So because they're going to go there and do the same thing. Why? But why? But why? So guys, let us hear your opinion. This whole thing is just painful. We just pray that God will continue to keep all of us, because this whole thing, you begin to absorb all these things, you know, it creates a lot of things, and you know, level of tolerance from person to person differs. Some people cannot just take it. Some people cannot just bear it. Leave your comment, guys, below and let us know your thoughts on this.